just lips moving.
All right, very odd. Well, we're on. Uh, yeah, we're definitely back on. So yeah, last thing we were talking about was just you know the the obligations that you have going on and how they are important to you and how they pull you in a different direction. So
Yeah,
I
but
can definitely,
only temporarily.
yeah,
It's not something that's gonna be a regular thing. It's we're done pretty much. So
sure. I can respect that. I used to work in a situation where we had a lot of young people working, and we were doing things like for the environment and like important work that would like change laws and stuff like that to protect people. But we had a lot of young people working for us, and we would get phone calls every day from this and that, people calling out. And one of the common ones was, well, I have to watch my brother and sister. And it's like the first time you get that call, you don't really know what to do because you're like, well, that's important. But like after you've been getting that call for a while, you're like, well, wait a minute. Like, what is the situation? Like, you have a job now. And I'm not directing this towards you. I'm just
yeah,
saying
yeah, no,
like,
I know.
so it's like, wait a minute, but you have a job now. Like your parents and a lot of these people, they come from money as well. Like your parents have money. Like they can either get a babysitter, or if it's an emergency, they can stay home from their job and you can come into work, right? Because like if anything, these guys were on probation and they were new, and their parents are established at their job.
Yep.
If anything, their parents' job would have the understanding, oh, okay, use your PTO or whatever it is. So it was always an interesting way of rethinking everything. But one of my biggest jobs was getting people to come in, whether they were like sick or like whatever, whether they were this or that. I was kind of like known as the person who could basically talk people into coming into work.
Uh
The ginger ale was a big one. Like, yeah, no problem, man. Just take a couple of, Imodium ADs, drink some ginger ale. We'll take care of you out there in the field. Make sure
mm,
you have water, access to the bathroom, whatever you need.
come in sick.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, you could be
That was a
sick
little
at
bit
work.
of that was a bit of a different time. Now we're in the era where people wouldn't fly as much because everyone's germophobic now, and now
I
we've
mean,
had,
it did.
had a
It
pandemic.
doesn't even fly during the I mean, pre-pandemic, it started. It was we were at a situation where a lot of times bosses were just like, you know what, if you're sick, stay home.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. Yeah. I'm certainly speaking of a time at least like 2013 and earlier, and it was
Yeah.
for a specific culture where it was like we got all these young people because a lot of times we knew what it was. All of a sudden you're sick on Friday. We go out and party hard every Thursday, so we knew what it was. And like,
Right.
listen, like I as a boss, I had to stay out with everyone to make sure everyone was cool, like at the end of the whole bar situation, and I was getting it in. So if anyone if anyone knows what it's like to have to work, every single time with a hangover. I mean, not every day, but you know what I mean. Like, have to work that hangover Friday, every Friday. Like, I knew what it was. I was known for shit like taking micro naps at the red lights. Um,
Micro naps at red lights, bruh.
um, One time we got to the drop. The drop is like when you get to the area that you're going to, the city or the town you're going to, and you park so that people can grab some food in the bathroom for like, you know, maybe up to an hour or however long you have. I remember one time I parked, went right to the back of that vehicle, proceeded to throw up. Still did my job that day, did what I had to do. Probably got some great sleep that night, but that was it. That was the culture. So
Micro naps at red lights, bruh.
yeah,
That's funny.
yeah, on the West Side Highway.
Yeah, it's funny.
But that was way better than not taking those naps. It sounds crazy, but man, that was way better than being sleepy. Being sleepy on the way to turf. So I looked up what the what 45 did, and it's there's no real long articles on it or anything. I mean, there are, but it's like it's there's not much information. I guess they have a little tape of him admitting like a couple of things, and he's basically what you said, admitting that it was more serious than he was letting on, and that he didn't want to scare people or whatever term he didn't want people to panic. I didn't delve deep enough for him to admit that he was doing it because of the reelection and everything, which is,
Mhm.
I think, the more
I,
incriminating
yeah,
part.
I don't think he actually said the words reelection were used, but agenda was.
Oh, okay. Hold on just for one sec. Hello?